Welcome to Pokemon Y, the Wonder Trade. Whenever I finish a Pokemon game, there is always the inevitable moment that someone else wants to play through it. And because the game consists of only one save file, it means my game would be deleted. Now, there has always been a small part of me that feels slightly upset that my Pokemon, which I've spent so much time training and growing, is just going to vanish. However, with the latest iteration, I have the ability to send out my Pokemon via Wonder Trade, so they may continue to journey on and hopefully win many battles, depending on course of the trainer. But let's not worry about that. So the following is what's happening when I've decided to Wonder Trade off all of my Pokemon. And as you can see, to begin with, I've traded off, and forgive my pronunciation, Yveltal to someone, and they have managed to get my they've sent me back an Eevee, so thank you very much. Now my Go-Goat is next up on the line. I had Go-Goat from the very beginning. He was part of my 6 that I used to beat the Elite Four and win most of my badges. I always thought from the ads of Pokemon Y that you could ride your Pokemon whenever, not just certain locations. At least that's yeah, but you can't. You can only do it in certain locations, and it was a little upsetting that I couldn't just whip out a Pokemon whenever to ride, but that's okay. So Go-Goat is gone, and Snubbull is now come to me. This is very much an example of the kind of Pokemon you'll get when you send out the Mountain One Trade. I decided to send out the Mewtwo, which I never used actually at all. I'm not a particular fan of using legendaries. I like collecting them. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like to use them in battle. So I'm sending it out, and it's funny. The person that I send this to, I can't read her name, Serena, I think. When I sent it out to her, I was watching her little messages afterwards, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got a Mewtwo!" So I'm glad I made her day. So I sent her out a Mewtwo, and I can't remember what I got in return. Another an Eevee. I think I get a lot of Eevees and Bunnelbees, which Bunnelby. It hopefully doesn't matter. So I'm still continuing to send them out. Got my Eevee from them. Talonflame, again, part of my 6. Practically the only Pokemon that I ever used for Sky Battles, and I never lost one Sky Battle. In fact, I actually never, I'm not talking about online against other people, but in the game I never lost a battle, and I definitely think it's because of the experience share, which I wouldn't say it didn't ruin the game, because obviously never losing, but I never really felt challenged in this Pokemon game. But you know, you can't have it all, so that's okay. Setting out Talonflame and a Zigzagoon. So yeah, if you're ever into the Wonder Trade, maybe don't expect to get the most greatest Pokemon. Well, I suppose the people I'm sending to are getting fairly decent Pokemon. I just hope they treat them well, or not. Okay, so Tyrantrum. And again, one of my original 6. Used to beat them all. I think he was my strength Pokemon, who I gave strength to. We'll keep it going. Should get some better internet because it takes some time. And again, I'll apologize for the terrible phone quality footage. I don't really know how to record footage from the 3DS, and I didn't particularly want to learn just for a quick video. Oh, that Pokemon which I've received, I've never seen before. Tropius, I think it was named. Tropius. I played Pokemon from Pokemon Red and Pokemon Silver, and I played briefly Ruby or Sapphire, and then I skipped the games in between and come back to Pokemon Y, and I had to check it out because I've never seen it before. It looks cool. I don't particularly think it looks strong in terms of stats. And now I'm sending out this fella. No. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. I'll just embarrass myself. Oh, but what happens here is this is quite interesting. Is obviously it's taking some time, and I think eventually I get an error message. So and I thought, oh, okay, so it didn't send. Well, I'll just resend it. But when I jump back into the Wonder Trade, it's gone, and I got a, I wasn't expecting. I got a Golett or Golett, and I checked the original trainer, which is I think Tiny Gold. So I'm not sure if that was the person I traded with, but it was definitely the original trainer of this Pokemon. So I hope you received that legendary Pokemon and didn't get lost in cyberspace. It's floating around now. So I hope you did receive it. Of course, ever since Pokemon Red, I've always started off with Squirtle. So when I got the opportunity to choose again, I had to go Squirtle again. So I've got me Blastoise. I think that's the highest level I've ever trained it to. I've never been able to train a Pokemon to level 100 legitimately yet. I just don't really have the time. But I've put into 60 hours into this Pokemon Y, so you know I've given it a good run, and I can't see myself really wanting to play it anymore. I got a Love Disc in return. Hey, Love Disc. And I think I'm up to my second last. Now, I made a shiny folder because I was going to try and fill it with shinies, but I only got one. It was a Magneton, who I later evolved into the Magnezone. So hopefully the person who receives this appreciates getting a shiny. And I hope they realise it is a shiny, because it's not one of the more obvious shiny Pokemons out there. I think it only really changes the colour of the light in the middle. Well, I hope they enjoy it. So in any case, wrapping up now. I really liked Wonder Trade. I had some great Wonder Trade moments throughout my game. I think I randomly traded a when I first started it, I traded out a Caterpie, and I did feel a little bad, and I got a Bulbasaur in return, which was awesome. But I'm appreciating this because I get to send out my Pokemon before I delete my file. Hopefully whoever receives them will trade them on or use them in their battles. Get my Greninja up to level 100. We'll be playing him in the Smash Brothers when that comes out. Definitely looking forward to that. But in any case, this is a bit of a raw voiceover, so I apologise if it seemed unprofessional. But Pokemon Y, really enjoyable. I'm glad I get to send out my Pokemon so they don't just get deleted. And I hope everyone else has enjoyed Pokemon as well. I definitely suggest, if you haven't jumped back into Pokemon in a while, to definitely give Pokemon Y or X, of course, a go, because it's really good, and I've very much enjoyed my time with it. But in any case, I'm wrapping up now, so everyone have a good time, and I'll hopefully see you again.